All right, today we're going to be looking at F distribution. Again, we need to make sure that we have our vocabulary and formula sheet out. This formula is not very complicated, but you need to make sure that you don't get overwhelmed when you're looking at it. The first thing is that they're going to give us a numerator and a denominator, and we're going to plug those numbers in where we see DFN and DFD. Then they're going to give us one of two pieces of information. If they say the proportion has a lower bound and an upper bound, we are going to do the lower bound first and subtract it from them the upper bound. If they just give us one, if it says less than, our button actually says greater than, so we're going to do 1 minus. And then for our second question, to find C, we are going to do F with the subtext there. So our first question has an upper bound and a lower bound. It has a numerator of 26, a denominator of 14, lower bound 0.94, upper bound 1.13. We are going to use our Alex calculator for this because there are buttons for it. It's nice and easy. So when I press the PF, you'll see the DFN and the DFD appear at the same time. So again, we're going to do our lower bound first, which is 0.94. And then we put in our denominator of 26 and our numerator of 14. I get out of the parentheses and then I push subtract. I push the P again. And now I do my upper bound of 1.13. Again, with the numerator of 26 and denominator of 14. Press enter and round to 3 decimal places, 153 with a 1 after it, so it stays 153. Now the second question also has a numerator and a denominator, and then they're going to give you a proportion, which is in this case 0.05, F 0.05, and then our numerator is 9 and our denominator is 23. Rounding to 2 decimal places, 2.32.
Dad, what episode are you on?
So here it says F is less than 1.74. And again, when you click on your calculator, you'll see it says F is greater than. So when you press it, you need to make sure in front of it you put 1 minus. So we put 1.74. Our numerator is 12 and our denominator is 35. Round to 3 decimal places, 900. For our second question, again, we have a 0.05. Our numerator is 12 and our denominator is 34. Round to 2 decimal places, 2.05. Don't forget to use that formula chart and make sure that when you're using it, you write down the formulas or you have it printed out so that you don't have to keep going back